Dude, we got to talk about how we met because I'm sure people are wondering. Because I think we have a vibe where it's like it's almost like a brotherly kind of vibe, like it's very
Yeah.
much like there'll be times where we butt heads, and there'll be times when we are like on the same page. Yesterday, actually, we had a moment where we were just driving. You're driving, I'm giving you comms, and like my actual
Just
brother in the chat,
nostalgia.
yeah, like my brother in the chat was like, he's like, dude, there's nothing like watching Nick and Jack just like get away from cops together. You know what I mean? Like it's just like having a good time with it. And so, yeah. Do you remember the first time we met?
Yeah. So you may have heard this one before, but it was through Beans. So at least I had
Mhm.
basically met this guy called Beans, and it was through basically like just a very vague job, which just wasn't really programmed very well. And it was like house robberies. And basically, when you try to do these house robberies, you would walk into people a lot. But you had this guy called, Beans, who would walk into us constantly, and I would walk into him. And we started arguing in these houses. So I got to a point where I was speaking to Doc, who was a really close friend of ours. And I was like, shit, we need to go find this guy. And I was trying to look for him, but Billy, who was Doc, brought me to meet you. And I think it
Yeah.
was Billy Saunders and a few others. And we were just having a conversation. And then Beans comes out of nowhere. And I'm like, Doc, I need to kill this guy. So I chilled with you for the day because I was thinking the whole day of like finding a plan to kill Beans. But then after a while, we started to meet all the boys. And it just started turning into a thing where we just all started doing highs. We all just started developing our crim characters. I don't know how far as yours was developed, but mine was only what, like a few months in. And it was
Yeah.
I don't know. It definitely was slow burn in a way. At least it took me like a month to get into the crim side of things. But yeah, I know it was really
Yeah.
good shit because we ended up making the whole Road Boy thing. And there was just so many great faces back then. It was just like really good people that I don't know, were just really in it for the right reasons.
It was a
So
heyday of that server, I think, like for us at least, like I always say that there's like kind of waves within servers. Like there's like heydays for groups, and it goes up and down, it goes up and down. And I think that was like a heyday in that moment. Everything kind of just aligned at the right time. Like
yeah.
for me, I was trying to build like with the whole character of Nick Ender when it started was I was actually gonna not have him around for a long time. I was just gonna like do a start and an end. Where he would, come in, make enough money for his family, send it back to and then go back to his family, And then I just really enjoyed playing the character, so I was like, I think he sticks around.
But that shit was
But
hilarious. Where
yeah,
we just go take over someone's compound and we just stood in their compound for ages. You remember
wait,
that
which?
compound that we took over from the professionals? And
Oh
you was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
shit,
yeah,
we
yeah,
found a load of money, we're gonna send it back to your wife.
yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
yeah,
that was the
yeah,
end
yeah.
point. We was like, shit, Nick's done. He
Yeah,
sent all
next
the money
time.
back to his family. It turned into a joke. That's what all the boys said. He's like, he took all the money for the compound, it's gone. We'll
Yeah,
go
yeah,
check it.
yeah.
It's a joke. It was good shit. But
I
yeah,
think it was cool because the idea was to build teams that could do jobs. You know what I mean? And I think that's where like we just found so many interesting people. Like even Billy, Static Control, he was in a parking lot, like standing talking to another guy, and I came up to both of them and I was like, "Hey, you guys, what are you guys doing?" And they're like, just talking." I'm like, "Hey man, I gotta make some money, bro. I need some backup." And I was like,
they're the
"Oh,
best
we'll
people.
go to
Just
a
the so
store or something,"
random people. Yeah. Whenever you find someone
Exactly.
randomly like that, you just find some people and then it's not the jobs that you do or the like or who the person is. It's more the way they do it and the
Yeah.
commandos you see. But I don't know. I believe at least whenever you take someone on the job, at least for us, it's very easy to determine what sort of character it is.
Mhm.
If it's someone who's like really nervous, if they crack under pressure, if they RP the whole time. Like it's not if you're good at the job. So let me put Billy Raymer in perspective. He's a guy who we know for a long time. First job I did with this guy, this was like when I was quite new to RP. Well, not new to RP, but like new to like the English side of RP. When I just got back
Yeah.
running the 5M. And basically, he came into my car and I think he fell out and he got like a broken leg. And then he started running with the injured walk. And then he started crawling. And he had so much stuff on him. And he was gonna lose all this like really valuable stuff, but he kept on doing it. And all the guys in the car was getting annoyed at him. And I was like, shit, this guy is actually really, really good shit. And we
Yeah.
kept him along and we started bringing him on loads of stuff. And yeah, like in the end of the day, you're not good at the job. You're not gonna get all the money, but your RP is impeccable. And it's actually just really cool to see at times. So yeah, I feel like whenever we bring all these random people on jobs, it's really an opportunity to see what they can give and what they can do at times. And I feel like a lot of the people which do good usually have a really good chance at least come,
Yeah.
and chill and do what they
Yeah.
do with us.
That's kind of that is the truth. Like, uh, there's nothing more magical than finding like the random people and just having like a crazy like moment happen, or like a whole storyline get built from just like random people meeting. I mean, all of us are that, right? Like we didn't know each other before, and you go in and it's just like this like really, really cool, like, I don't know, it's just a really cool vibe.
It's a really cool
when that happens. Hey guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. There's another one right here, or like maybe right here or something like that. Also, if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, make sure you smash that subscribe button. If this is your first time ever seeing me, I'm also live on Twitch Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. I might be live right now, you never know. All right, see you in the next video. Bye.